Are you sick and tired of wrestlers having garbage indie matches where they do flips and dives and other meaningless stuff?
Are you sick, tired, and frustrated with the matches making any sense?
Are you sick and tired of people booking goofy segments on shows that are supposed to be sports-based? Tony Khan, I'm talking to you, buddy.
Are you sick and tired of the rules not making sense, including the fact the referee's not enforcing them properly?
Are you tired of people reciting scripted, phony verbiage on WWE television? Well, if you're sick and tired of these things, if you like a good wrestling match,
Do you like the wrestling shows or programs, depending on the way that you view them, having logic? Then you have come to the right place.
This is Wrestling and Logic, where we review wrestling on a weekly basis. They don't need all these gimmicks in the...
Where we have an abundance of rants, especially from me. Fuck off! Where's the logic in this?
And we have memorable moments pretty much every week.
You can listen to these podcasts every Saturday morning
On YouTube,
Spotify,
Google Podcasts,
and all other podcast platforms.
This is Wrestling and Logic with your host, Kgabo,
And his guest host, Joshua James Jenkins, otherwise known as Triple J. And that is why this is called the R&L Podcast.
Hey guys, Kgabo here, and today we're back with another episode of Wrestling and Logic with my co-host, Josh Jenkins. And today, I got my new shirt. Finally came in the mail, and just back. And Josh Jenkins is here. He's back for another episode, and in around maybe June, July, I'll introduce a new co-host to do the reviews with. Josh might still be on, but I'll have a new guest on the show, Rel Sucker. He will do the reviews with me, so that we two of us can at least give our takes on what goes on TV these days, so we can both rip on the bad wrestling that we have to watch on a weekly basis. But we do have some bad wrestling to rip on today. Or at least I watched Raw and SmackDown. I tried to watch Raw, but then I turned it off and didn't bother trying to watch it again. I don't know if Josh tried to watch Raw or SmackDown, but yeah, we're gonna review SmackDown, this past Friday's SmackDown and this past Monday's Raw, or at least the parts that I saw before I turned it off completely. But first we will talk about Vince Ruiz. Have you heard Josh Jenkins? Oh, and by the way, Joe Biden got inaugurated yesterday, so I'm sure most of our American audience is happy about that. I'm happy about it too, because at least Donald Trump is completely gone and he won't be bothering us anytime soon. me and Josh has had to deal with two of his supporters, Tank and this other guy named Robert Hall. So do you want to tell the story, Josh Jenkins? Or do you want to keep it secret?
Well, it's not that Robert wasn't. I mean, sorry, I said that wrong. It's not that Robert was in support of Donald Trump.
Well,
it's just that he.
He made himself appear to be that way, from what you've told me.
I don't know how that came across in that way towards you, but okay.
Well, most Trump supporters don't think COVID is a big deal.
Sure, but then there are many people in other countries who didn't have Donald Trump as their president at that time, who are feeling that way about it. So I don't really know how far you can go with that reason there, but I do get what you're meaning here. So,
yeah.
But no, Robert was just downplaying the issues that the coronavirus presents, and that just really changed my view about him. And I've known him since, February 2017, I believe. It's been a long time, but
I've known my friend Tariq since around that time as well, and we're still friends to this day.
Yeah, but just imagine that your friend Tariq now turned around to you and basically said, this pandemic doesn't really mean anything to me because I haven't dealt with it. Like, how do you feel if Tariq came up to you and said that to you? Like,
that would be pretty disappointing, and I would feel betrayed. But most of us, pretty much all of us, use our brains, and we have respect for other people, so we take this seriously.
Yeah, I get that, but just imagine that Tariq wasn't taking it seriously, and he was telling you these things.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that's it.
Yeah, we just had a different viewpoint about this coronavirus, and I sadly had to let him go because of that. So.
Yeah. So, have you heard about Vince Russo's comments on Randy Orton?
I haven't, because I stopped reading the news a few days ago.
Oh yeah. Let me find it. So I've got it here.
Oh, and in terms of Donald Trump leaving, I'm actually hoping that this now leads to him leaving the WWE Hall of Fame, because he never should have been inducted into that to begin with.
So Vince Russo, this is reported by Felix Upton from Ringside News.
Okay.
So Raw, which we will review soon. This part I did watch, and I didn't really like it. I got to do something.
By the way, for those of you still listening right now, while Kgabo is doing whatever he's doing, I haven't seen Raw or SmackDown, so it's going to be very interesting what I have to say about it when we get to that portion of this episode.
What?
Carry on.
Okay. So I'm reading this on my phone. So during Legion of Raw, this is the quote here. Vince Russo ripped into Randy Orton while saying that he has to take some responsibility for the terrible angle. He said that the Viper isn't doing a damn thing to open his mouth and correct his creative direction, but he could use his veteran position to do so. Some of this has to fall on the talent. When you're Randy Orton and you got 20 years seniority and they ain't gonna do a damn thing if you open up your mouth and complain. They're telling you there's no retribution whatsoever and you're gonna cut a promo about being in the Royal Rumble. You got to be saying at that point, no, I'm not doing that. Girl burnt my face last week. No, we are addressing this. If you can't come up with something, then I will. You know, there has to be a point where the talent takes responsibility as well. So that's what Vince Russo said. I think it's bullshit. You know, like he's complaining about all this stuff that goes on WWE TV when he is the sole person that's the reason why these shows suck these days, because he wanted to be a TV writer and not a booker, and he gave Vince the idea to hire all these TV writers that don't care about wrestling, and now he's coming on here and ripping on everything that WWE does when it's his fault.
Yeah.
You know, if he hadn't gone into the business, so much of this wouldn't be as bad as it is today.
That's a very strong case for that's a very strong case for an argument that you've just brought up here, Kgabo. That's very debatable. Because even if, let's say, Vince Russo never came into wrestling at all, let alone WWE back in 1998, I think. Let's say Vince Russo never existed in the world of professional wrestling, right? I'm quite certain that at some point in time, Vince McMahon would still have had the product be basically what it is now, with or without Vince Russo there to make it be what it is now. Because going back to the 80s, even when he was presenting WrestleMania 1, 2, 3, and so forth, when he was using all these celebrities to hype up the shows and to appear on the shows and be guests on the shows and take time away from the wrestlers on the show and all of that. Vince was always going to go about it this way, with or without Vince Russo. So it's actually quite debatable in that aspect. But I will say though, Kgabo, to your point, is that even though I believe that the product would still be basically what it is now, today, without Vince Russo, with Vince Russo being there and doing what he did speed up the process of having it be the way that it is now.
Yeah.
I will say that. And also, in regards to Vince Russo himself, I'm not really in support about the way he went about booking the shows together. I will admit that he did produce a quite fairly good tournament at Survivor Series 1998. The survival games tournament, I think it was called, for the WWE Championship that The Rock won, in a way to imitate the previous year where Bret Hart got screwed by Shawn Michaels, at Montreal and all that. That tournament on that pay-per-view is probably the only good thing that Vince Russo has ever done for professional wrestling, like ever. Because Vince Russo, in all those
I didn't catch that. You're lagging.
Anyway, I've done enough talking here.
Wait, repeat that. I couldn't hear you. It was lagging.
Anyway, I've done enough talking now, so over to you.
What was that you said just now? I didn't catch that.
Again?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's twice now. Okay, I was basically saying that I've said enough now, so it's time for you to say something.
No, before that. After you said what that was the only good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, Vince Russo basically brought in the weapon on a pole matches and the sex object matches and the divas matches.
Gosh. Yeah.
Did you not know that, or?
Yeah. The sex object matches, really?
Yeah, like the bra and panties matches and all of that nonsense, and the pudding matches or the mud brawl matches or whatever that they were doing.
You see, the last mud brawl wasn't the last mud brawl with Stephanie McMahon versus Vicky Guerrero in like 2013.
No, that was a what do you call it? A pool match or something. It had a load of chocolate, like in the
chocolate,
pool.
Yeah.
Well, it was supposed to be shit, I believe, but they filled it with chocolate because they couldn't
PG.
Because they couldn't actually fill it with actual shit now. No, so
it would stink if they really did.
Yeah, well, that's coming from the company who did actually spray shit on Big Show once on SmackDown.
Yeah. These people. You see?
Anyway.
But we have another thing. Guess who opened their big mouth again?
Ooh.
I'm looking for the article. Have you at least seen what Ryback said?
No.
So now Ryback came on social media again. He came and said, "Where's that tweet?" So Ryback took another shot at Vince and WWE again. He So WWE on Fox asked their followers to name the best WWE superstar to ever hold a championship. So then Ryback fired back to take a shot at this is the quote from Ringside News. Um, he fired back to take a shot at the very concept of title belts in the WWE. He then said they are just props and nobody has ever won or lost a prop. Then here's his quote from his tweet. He says, "Wrestling is fake, guys, and the championships are props to market the entertainers as champions. Nobody has actually ever won or lost a prop, as scripted physical entertainment is incapable of that." His tweet explains so much, though through your TV deal with them. Did he have to say wrestling is fake and say entertainers and props and all that stuff? Like that's such a stupid thing to say like that. Uh, so now we have another quote from the article. WWE superstars put a lot of pride in the titles they hold. Ryback was once an intercontinental champion in WWE. Obviously, he has a different idea about the value the company places on those titles. And then Mark Henry jumped on this. And then Mark Henry, where is he?
I'm assuming Mark Henry entered right back into the Hall of Pain.
Well, verbally he did. So here is a tweet that Mark Henry made to Ryback. A lot of his peers look at him as difficult. A lot of his peers looked at him as dangerous. And yes, we talk about it on this show all the time. That is a show. It's sports entertainment. Well, he didn't need to say that. It's fucking pro wrestling, guys. It's not rocket science. It is a reflection of sports. He shouldn't use the term. He said he don't. I think he meant he shouldn't use the term fake. The championship is the championship. It's not a prop, and he's wrong. I've been a world champion in 3 sports, and I consider pro wrestling one of those. But it was the politics that got me to the top. It was the fact that I'm a damn good entertainer. Because entertainment is the name of the job description. I appreciate him dragging Ryback through the mud, but he doesn't need to say entertainers and sports entertainment. It's wrestlers and wrestling.
Yeah, but the only reason that Ryback, Ryback. Mark Henry. Take 2, damn it. Right. The only reason that Mark Henry is saying the phrase sports entertainment is because Vince McMahon came up with that phrase many decades ago, and he's basically told everyone who's ever worked for his company to go about referring to WWE as sports entertainment, because that is what Vince McMahon believes it to be. So that's what he has everybody who works for him to call it as being, when we know, Kgabo, that it's wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh, and also Ryback said, and this is something that I just can't believe that he said this. Ryback said in that quote that you just read there, Kgabo, that nobody in wrestling has ever won or lost a prop. Well, I can tell you this now. Ryback won and lost the Intercontinental Championship to Kevin Owens. So, in theory here, he has lost a prop.
Yeah.
So he can go, eat my shit.
So now Ryback tried to answer back saying this, and this is his tweet. Mark Henry claiming wrestlers who don't win a heavyweight championship of Baylor's is beyond insulting to talent. I believe Mark will issue an apology for his multiple lies, and it's beyond disappointing to see him shapeshift like this. Very not religious of you. Let's what? I clicked on an ad. Oh, and I've also got more news.
Oh, okay.
Wait. So Danny says that this is a paid ad by the WWE, which is bullshit. Sometimes, like Booker T, he always takes up for the WWE every chance he gets. Like he said Naomi wasn't good, and that was actually my favorite podcast that JD from New York ever did in 2020 when he cut that promo on Booker T. That was my favorite episode of Off the Script, in my opinion.
Oh, okay.
And I'd love to hear that again. I might listen to it one of these days.
Fair enough. I don't really see what issue is with Naomi outside of her character.
Yeah.
Because her wrestling is actually quite good.
Yeah.
But I'm not really understanding of what her character is supposed to be. Like, is she a dancer or?
I don't know.
I don't know.
And now we have yesterday. This is actually kind of breaking news. It happened probably almost 24 hours ago. So
I mean, if this happened yesterday, then it's breaking news to me already because I haven't read the news. I haven't seen anything in the past few days.
So now NXT has 3 new signees. Zoe Stark, who now used to be Lacey Ryan. I saw they've all released pictures of them, and this Zoe Stark looks good. The name is quite funny, but the names will get even more funny. They gave us pictures of this Lacey Ryan, and she halfway looks like an athlete. Maybe she'll be good, but we don't really watch NXT that often. But I am gonna watch the Fight Pit match that happened last night. I regret that I didn't watch it. I'll do it maybe as an extra review. So yeah, and now we have Gigi Dolan, formerly known as Priscilla Kelly.
I know her.
Yeah, she was on AEW last year.
Yes. And she was on WCPW, I think, when that company was around. I think.
Did you actually go to one of those shows?
Oh no! Oh God, no!
Mm.
No.
And then we have. I hope they didn't. I hope Triple H doesn't find that viral video of her is doing something with a tampon that she might have risked her career there.
Oh my God! You just gave me horrible flashbacks then.
Did
Because
you?
when I first found out that happened, right, I almost broke my hand when I was touching the wall so many times.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, I was disgusted by that. Oh,
Could you actually describe that video? I didn't see it, but I'd
oh
heard of
my.
it.
Uh, uh, um, she put the thong in somebody's mouth or something, and I can't really remember it, so I can't really describe it in full detail for you. But I do remember that being a thing that happened, and I was very angry at the time,
Yeah.
and I almost killed my wrist here.
Oh.
I was like, bang. Oh, it's shit like that just disgraces professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a piece of shit, huh?
Okay. And then we have this name is just ridiculous. Cora Jade, formerly known as Elena Black, and now I've heard of this Elena Black. She was on AEW a few months ago, and she looked fishy. Apparently, she's one of these garbage indie wrestlers that does stupid shit and they do death matches and intergender matches and just stuff that shouldn't be on a wrestling program. Or because indies are supposed to make the future stars of wrestling, and I don't think there's a very bright future for stars of tomorrow because there are very little guys that are actually serious. Only the stupid people stand out.
Yeah, yeah.
And apparently they're gonna be in the Dusty Classic.
What?
Yeah.
No. They've literally only just got there. You can't just put them in a fucking tournament just like that. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, Triple H can go suck my shit. Fucking asshole. Time to suck my shit. Dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Eat my shit. Blah blah blah. You know how that song goes.
Yeah.
Play the game, my ass.
Whatever. What? Let's see. I can't believe I forgot to talk about this. Did you see that there report that there's gonna be new locations for WrestleMania? I think you have seen that. So they've announced locations for the next 3 WrestleManias. They're gonna actually try to do the Pirate WrestleMania this year, where they were supposed to do it last year at the Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay, Florida. And next year they're gonna do. They're going back to the AT&T Stadium for WrestleMania 38, and then they're gonna have WrestleMania 39 in Hollywood, where they were supposed to have it this year. So that's cool that they're gonna have WrestleMania in Hollywood in 2023. I'll actually be matriculating in 2023.
Yeah. And also that would count as the second time I believe that they would be having a Hollywood theme for it, because they had WrestleMania 21 back in 2005. That was WrestleMania Goes Hollywood. So this now in 2023 would be the second time, I believe. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. It's the second time WrestleMania has gone Hollywood. So that's going to be interesting when we get around to it.
Yeah. So those are gonna be the next locations for the next 3 WrestleManias, and apparently the reason Stephanie McMahon said this, they're gonna have. There's another news here, which I will talk about now. Stephanie McMahon says that they did this because they want to relieve stress of, where are we going to have WrestleMania? So they did that to release the stress, and I can understand that.
I can't. I can't understand that reasoning that Stephanie has given for this, mainly because they've never done this in the past.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't done this for any other pay-per-view. Like, SummerSlam is going to be held this year, next year, and the year after that in this arena, in this arena, in this arena, and in this location. Survivor Series, the Royal Rumble. No, they've only done it just now for WrestleMania and WrestleMania only. Like, no, that is just not believable as a reason that she's said this. So no.
Yeah. Apparently, they only now gonna have new entrance music for Roman Reigns, and they should have done it. Hey, that face. You have anything to say about that?
No.
So you want to talk about it on the future episode?
Sure. Look, okay. Look, I'll say this now. Look, it's better late than never, but it's also too late at the same time, because they should have done this in August of last year when he first came back. You fucking...
Oh boy.
Anyway.
And apparently he never liked the Shield's music.
For fuck! You've got to be fucking kidding me! He's had that theme since fucking 2012! Get the fuck out of here! He's had that theme song since literally 2012, and now he's saying he doesn't like it?
Almost.
In that case, why didn't he change it fucking years ago? Hello? Are you out of your mind? I mean, when the Shield broke up, right, it never made any sense for him to continue on. Continuing using that theme song. But
yeah,
he did.
I found that weird also.
And then when he came back as a heel last August, a few months ago, guess what? He still used that same exact song, and now you're telling me, Kgabo, that he doesn't like it and he wants to have a new song all of a sudden? Get the fuck out of here.
Diddy.
Oh my god. Anyway, move the fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
I don't know if you really care about this, but apparently Matt Hardy and Private Party were on Impact this week, and nobody except the diehard AEW fans really gave a shit about that. I didn't. I don't think you did either. Brell Sucker didn't. In fact, he reported this to me.
I'll just say a sarcastic joke and move on, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, they went on Impact Wrestling to make no impact at all.
Yeah.
LOL!
So we're 40 minutes into this, so you want to actually get on to the reviews, the meat of the matter, our main roster experiment?
Whatever you want, I mean.
Okay.
I'm just going along with whatever you're saying, really.
So we had WWE Friday Night SmackDown in the WWE Thunderdome on the 15th of January. That Friday night, actually, I watched this live very early Saturday morning. So to open their shows, they had quite a few video packages concerning Roman Reigns and Adam Pearce, which they had a fiasco the previous week, where Adam Pearce, who's an official.
Is he fuck?
Yeah.
Is he? No, he's not. He's never been officially confirmed to be a general manager of Raw or SmackDown or both. He's been pretending to be playing that role this entire time.
No.
Fucking bullshit, my ass.
And then they have all their video packages to open the show, and then we have Jey Uso in the ring cutting an okay promo about so he's blowing Roman Reigns, and that's not a knock on Roman Reigns, and he declares that he's gonna be in the Royal Rumble, and if he wins, he's gonna go and beat up everyone on Raw, including the champion Drew McIntyre and Oldberg. Yes, he said that. And then Shinsuke Nakamura comes out with his old music, which I appreciated. They never should have changed it to begin with. And then they're gonna have a match after the break. And there I wrote to a note to the audience. We don't watch these shows regularly, so if it sounds like in some segments that we're shilling or stooging for the WWE, which I don't think we will be anytime soon. We're just going off of what we've seen here. So then we came back from the break right into the first match, which was Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jey Uso. Both guys did some good shit in the ring. It was an okay TV match. It wasn't really nothing really happened that was worthy of me taking any notes down. They had they were having their match, and then suddenly Cesaro came out with his music. I don't think it was necessary. So he went around the ring to the commentary table, and then he came on commentary, and he says that he's gonna be in the Royal Rumble, which is happening on January the 31st, which we will review. I think I don't know. Let me see the calendar. We will review this on the 6th of February edition of Wrestling and Logic. So that will be, we'll review that. So then, he also said that if he wins the Royal Rumble, he will challenge Roman Reigns and avenge his friend slash tag team partner Shinsuke Nakamura, who has also attacked he was also attacked last week by Roman Reigns and his guys. So far, at that point, the show was meh. One bad, one shitty. It was just meh. Anyway, Shinsuke finally hit his finish, his Kinshasa on Uso for the win. I don't know if this was the right decision here, because Jey Uso shouldn't be losing, because he's with Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns says in the Survivor Series, he said that he doesn't associate with losers, but Jey Uso is on a losing streak, so they've already defied logic. But wrestling was 6 and logic was a 5, because it won the right booking move to have Jey Uso lose again. So in the next segment, we have Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville, who I actually like. I heard one of her promos she did in the summer or the winter, and I liked it. It was a good heel promo. She's got some potential. The girls' match that's about to happen, that should have been replaced with her, having a squash match with a job girl, maybe a 5-minute squash match against a job girl instead of the girls match that happened later on tonight. And then they were talking about miscellaneous stuff, and then Paul Heyman came with a contract, and then they said they're gonna have a no DQ match. I was trying to be optimistic about this, and I was trying to give it a chance, but now they've foiled their chance, and now I don't like this shit. They actually redeemed themselves later tonight, and with this no DQ, they're making excuses to do stupid shit and have tables and fight on the outside and not use the ring. We came in from the and I'd said earlier that the show was meh. Now it's starting to lean onto the shitty side. Well, this wasn't nearly as shitty as Raw was. They went to the break. We came back, and then a Royal Rumble commercial was played. Highlight. Oh, by the way, what did you think of the Shinsuke Nakamura match earlier?
Ask me later, but that's fine. You mentioned it not making sense for Jey Uso to be losing because he's aligned with Roman Reigns, right?
Yeah.
Well, Look, the logic of this storyline has never really made any sense to begin with. I'm just going to put that out there right now. Jey Uso's main, let's say, gripe with Roman Reigns to start with, when Roman came back in August with SummerSlam last year, right? Jey Uso was, let's say pissed off with Roman for his new direction, right, of character and the way he's now portraying himself as being, right. He didn't agree with what Roman was standing up for and what Roman was claiming himself to be, right. So then they had a feud where Jey Uso wanted to beat the sense into Roman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jey Uso obviously took those losses, right? And then Jey Uso just changed his mind and went, okay, yeah, you kicked my ass, so now I'm going to be on your side.
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense either.
No, it doesn't make sense, no.
Yeah.
And now Jey Uso is still losing. When Roman said, okay, if you're going to be on my side, then that means you're now a winner. None of this any sense at all.
Yeah.
I mean, they never gave Roman a heel turn. They never made sense about this storyline with Jey Uso being with him and the tribal chief. And apparently they're not going to do Roman against Rock this year at WrestleMania, so they're going to fuck up the ending of it as well. So all in all this has been bullshit.
Yeah.
And also they're going to give him a new theme song way too fucking late. And also I have another question. As well as Roman getting a new theme song, is he going to get a new attire?
I don't know.
Oh, God. Oh, and Shinsuke getting the win is fine because I feel like Shinsuke should be getting a lot of wins anyway. Look, I haven't really been watching it on a weekly basis to connect these storyline points together from week to week, so I don't know if Shinsuke winning here makes sense or not.
Yeah.
But what I do know is Jey Uso is a loser when Roman wants him to be a winner, and Jey Uso never wanted to align with Roman Reigns, but then just because he got his ass kicked by Roman Reigns, he then changed his fucking mind to be with Roman Reigns. Oh my God, what a load of bullshit. Anyway, what else happened on the show?
Yeah. Then Jey Uso, speaking of Jey Uso, he went in the back. He was cutting a promo on Charles Robinson, the referee, to do his job after his loss to Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't really think too well of this. Do you want me to repeat that?
No.
Yeah.
Keep going.
They had a video package of the tension between the Street Profits and Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. Kayla Braxton was interviewing them, and she questioned why they put the SmackDown Tag Team Championships on the line last week. And then they talked about how they're going to get back at them. And I didn't really care about this, because their tag team division is bone dry. They have basically not much of any tag teams. While AEW's tag teams, they have quite a few tag teams. Not that any of them are any good. Only one or two of them are good. FTR and SU, maybe Private Party is alright. I just don't like their creative direction. And then Roman Reigns was in the back talking about how he refuses to have a no DQ match, which I was so happy that he said, because I hate those, and good, but now he wants to have a last man standing match, and I don't know about that either. Rhea Ripley and Raquel Gonzalez tried to make do of what they had to do the other day when we reviewed their last woman standing match, which was bullshit because Rhea Ripley lost again. And Apollo Crews was also there, and this is interesting. I'd like to see what they're gonna do with Apollo Crews. Maybe they'll put him in the group with Roman Reigns. I don't know why he's being invited in there. I'm not exactly sure the reason as to why he's there, but we'll see. So then we're gonna have. What were you gonna say?
At least Apollo isn't smiling now. So then we have the premiere of Bayley's interview segment. A Ding Dong Hello, it's called. It looks like you may have seen this and you didn't like it. After the break, go on. So then we go to the break, and then a commercial plays for Raw advertising Randy Orton addressing Alexa Bliss's fireball attack on him 2 weeks ago. And she's gonna have a match with Asuka. And I was like, God damn it, I have to watch this. And then we came from the break, we have Liv Morgan versus Natalya. You know, I've heard good things about these two women, their in-ring work. I guess their in-ring is okay, but I didn't really care about this. If this wasn't live, I would have fast forward because I just don't care. And the reason you didn't care about this is the exact same reason I don't care. Is because their characters are shit, and also they didn't really do anything leading up to this to make us believe that they are having a one-on-one match against each other here. And yes, Natalya is a very, very good in-ring wrestler, but it's just her character and the way she gets used is the issue.
Her snap suplexes are quite stiff. They look like they hurt. I'd hate to have to take one of those. And I said that both girls are the shits. Natalya isn't. I don't know about Liv Morgan because I haven't seen a full-length match of hers. But what Josh Jenkins is showing me, she's alright. But yeah, I turned it off for a few minutes and then I turned it back on. And then we had Rey Mysterio versus Baron Corbin. I refuse to refer to him as King Corbin, just like I refuse to refer to Lewis Hamilton as Sir Lewis Hamilton because he was knighted at the end of last year. I actually have I've got his can here, which I might smash one of these days. But I'm saving it till I'm really mad. Then I'll destroy it. So Mysterio came out and they went to the break. They came back from the break and Baron Corbin's music came on. I liked his theme, but I don't like the fanfare that always interrupts the music. That's so stupid. Why can't you just have it be one or the other? Why do you have to? Oh my gosh. Really bad editing with that sound, with that audio. And speaking of audio, we're gonna have an audio problem with Adam Pearce coming up. It's quite funny actually. Vince was pretty hard about that. But Dominic, Rey Mysterio's son, was on commentary. He announced that he wanted to chase the SmackDown Tag Team Championships with his dad. And I actually like this idea. Not only is there one more tag team in this bone dry division, he can also learn something from his dad and learn how to be a good wrestler like his dad is. To be honest, that announcement was more entertaining than the match that was going on. And by the way, that from that video package I saw, this feud was kind of pulled out of the comedy writers' asses, and I didn't like that. And Corbin hit his finish for the wins. And Dominic tried to interfere and help his dad, which cost him. So now Rey Mysterio is hard at Dominic for trying to help, and they had an argument in the back, which was really bad acting and drama. So wrestling, I'll give it a 4 or maybe a 6 at best. Logic 0. You always want to say something.
I don't know if there's any point in asking this question, but I'm just going to ask it anyway. Was it ever explained once why Baron Corbin and Rey Mysterio are now feuding?
No. They just showed us a video package, and that's all the explanation we got. And then Paul Heyman was in the back cutting a promo on Adam Pearce night, and I didn't care. And then before the break, we have a door set up in the middle of the ring. Yes, a door in the middle of a wrestling ring. And apparently it's for Bayley's interview segment, which is going to happen after the break. Oh yeah, this is the argument with Rey Mysterio and his dad. And it sounded so phony and unbelievable and scripted. And Dominic is green. He needs to learn how to cut promos. Apparently he's still being trained, which is why they're not letting him wrestle on a regular basis.
Even though he was wrestling on a regular basis against Seth Rollins just a few months ago. Oh, by the way, who here remembers that famous segment, or that infamous segment now, where Seth Rollins came out with the DNA test results, right? And he basically said, Rey Mysterio is not your father, Aaliyah, because
I remember that. I didn't watch it, and I forgot about it. Maybe I forgot about it for a reason.
I was the only fucking person who brought this up. JD never brought this up. He never mentioned this once. Because nobody on JD's Discord did. I did, though. I was asking, hang on a second. Does Seth Rollins just say that either he or Buddy Murphy is Aaliyah's father? Are you out of your... And I was the only one who actually understood what he was saying, but nobody else did. Nobody else caught that.
Did they even say anything?
Everybody else was saying, "Oh, it's just like relationship angle between Aaliyah and Buddy Murphy."
Yeah, that was so goofy, but I wasn't mad because I wasn't watching it.
Yeah, but that was against what Seth was saying, because Seth was saying, "Aaliyah, Ray's not your father," but guess what? This DNA test says who is. Hello. But nobody brought that up. Nobody. I did.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh my gosh. There's a huge bug here.
What?
There's a huge bug on my desk.
Is it a spider or...
I don't know. It's some kind of insect.
Insect, okay. Is it a...
I don't know what to do. I don't have any papers or anything. Oh my gosh, it's so big. It's like this big.
Okay.
Where are my flip-flops? I may have to smash it with my flip-flops.
No. Oh, please don't tell me you're one of those people who hurts the insects and things. Oh, please don't tell me you're one of those people who do that.
Does spraying them count?
Technically, yes. Technically.
What else are we supposed to do? Just let them stay there?
And you're wanting to hurt them or kill them as the answer?
Well, I just roll them up in paper and throw them outside, or in the bin.
Oh, in the bin. I'm just going to move on before I fucking get really annoyed at this.
Oh.
Just going to move on.
Oh, here's the... Here. Okay. Kgabo is now running around scared. I don't know what is going on here. Is he playing hide and seek? Okay. I don't exactly know what's going on here. But as long as he doesn't harm that poor little insect thing, then... Where is it? Oh, it's trying to crawl away. God damn. It ran away.
Well, of course it would run away. It doesn't want to get hit by those Walter-like chops that you're going to give it.
Oh, where was I with the SmackDown?
That was probably the most randomest thing that's ever happened on this podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We have Bayley's Ding Dong Hello Show interview segment. And I said I like this, but I don't like this. I actually don't like this at all. Because it was so stupid. Just Bayley is doing what she can. Bianca Belair comes into the ring, but Bayley tells her to go through the door and ring the bell, which I thought was stupid. So then she went ding dong on the door, and she opened the door. It's like, hello, Bianca Belair. It's like, this was so stupid. But at least I've got something here to give them. I can at least give them this. They're making chicken soup out of chicken shit here. That's at least what I have to say about this.
Are they, though? Are they really? Are they really, though?
Oh, determined by the end of this.
I mean that door is quite resembling of when Chris Jericho used to have that Titantron television in the ring for his whatever his interview segment
I think it was called the highlight reel.
Yeah, that. I mean, like, why did he have a giant TV in the middle of the ring when there's a fucking large ass Titantron on the stage?
Yeah. I'm just trying to find this bug wherever he is. She just disappeared. I can't find it.
It's playing Peekaboo with you, Kgabo.
Huh?
It's playing Peekaboo.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I like Bianca Belair. She's strong as a bull. She can do good shit in the ring. I like her personality. Imagine if she got like a big push like Charlotte is getting. And you see, if you follow on social media, you'll see young, small black girls dressing up as her. She could be a huge role model, and if she someday wins a women's championship, she'll be over like God, and people will go crazy. Oh yes, she's a champion. And I'll also be like that, because actually she won't be the first black champion, because isn't Sasha Banks black? I don't know if she's black or Hispanic or whatever, but yeah.
Sasha Banks doesn't look black to me, mate.
Well, and then in that case, Bianca Belair might be the... No, actually, Naomi was the first black women's champion.
Oh, women's champion. Oh God. Back in 2004.
Well, she doesn't count. The current version of the women's championship.
Hold on. Jacqueline. That's her name.
Well, that was the old version. This is the current version. Why are we having this? Why do we always have awkward silence like this?
I thought you had more to... I thought you were going to carry on.
Yes, I like Bianca, but she's reciting phony scripted bullshit that you can't believe. Like she can deliver it okay, but she sounds awkward. Like she doesn't try to make it sound like it's her saying this. It really sounds like it's Vince or whoever writes this who's saying this. I want to fast forward through this, but I can't because it's live. But
You can say
luckily,
that. You can say that about everyone, though. I mean, everyone there is basically given a script by Vince. I mean,
yeah, but some of them they actually make it sound like it's actually them saying it. Like Adam Cole, he sounds legit.
sure, but I'm just saying that look. You can say that about everyone. Some try, some don't. But at the end of the day, you can say that about everyone there because they follow the same script that they get given, basically. So
Why doesn't anybody in there have the courage to just scrap those things up and make their own shit up but on the fly? That's what I would do. I'd fucking tear the thing up, throw it in the garbage, and just say my shit, but related to the script that I was given. That's what all these people should be doing. They should be given a topic to talk about, given bullet points on what to say, and then say their own verbiage based on that information. That's what some guys try to do.
yes, but that's not the way that Vince has things being done. So
Yeah.
anyway,
I wanted to fast forward through it, but I couldn't. But luckily, by that time, it was over. And then this is when I quit watching. I did watch the last few segments at the end.
yeah.
So yeah, Daniel Bryan, Chad Gable, and Otis are in the back, and Caleb Braxton was interviewing them. Daniel Bryan is made to look phony and goofy with Otis. That was the segment that made me hate Otis. Daniel Bryan at this point cannot go up against Roman Reigns looking like this. I've given up on 3 people this week now. Otis, Ricochet, and another person. I can't remember who it was. Oh yeah, Austin Theory. I gave up on him when he decided he didn't try to do anything about Johnny Gargano dragging him down. Anyway, later that day, I actually tried to finish off SmackDown. So then we had the 4th match, and this match was great. Daniel Bryan versus Cesaro. Oh my gosh, this was so good. They were doing that technical wrestling, that fast pace that I really like to see. And we found a diamond in the sea of dog shit that was this television program. And 2 grown men having a somewhat believable fight. This was a good TV match. They were wrestling, and then they spilled onto the outside. Daniel Bryan is doing his yes kicks to Cesaro's head / neck on the ring post, and then Cesaro ducked the 3rd one, and Bryan kicked the ring post and hurt his leg, and he actually sold well, and they go to the break. They came back from the break, and then Cesaro, they both were in the ring, and Cesaro was dominant on Daniel Bryan, and it's like I can't stress enough how good this is. And I felt bad for Walter and Aiken because those guys were working their asses off, and as I didn't enjoy that as much as I did this. And Cesaro did this really nice looking vertical suplex off the second turnbuckle away. His back was facing the Thunderdome, the fans. Uh, he spun around at 360 degrees and suplexed Daniel Bryan, which looked great. And Daniel Bryan sold. He sold it very well. He made it look like it hurt, which I really, really appreciate. Usually, when maybe on AEW, when somebody would do something like that, they wouldn't sell and would get back up, which is really stupid. It makes it look fake and phony. So I really, really like that Daniel Bryan sold that suplex. Um, Then Cesaro gave Daniel Bryan a European uppercut, and then his finish, a neutralizer for the win. I don't know if this really is the right booking move here. I don't know if Daniel Bryan is the candidate to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania this year, according to the fans. I don't know why they're still clamoring for him to go against Roman Reigns with the way they're presenting him. I don't know. They might go with Kevin Owens at WrestleMania because they're, oh boy. Okay, so wrestling 10, logic 6. So what do you think of this match? I thought it was very, very, very good. Best match I've seen in a while.
Yeah, Kevin Owens and no. Look, this match was good. They do. This was basically to their advantage because they tend to excel at the technical wrestling. Both Cesaro and Daniel Bryan. So to see them both performing in that style benefits them greatly because that's what they're mainly good at doing in the ring. So anytime you put them together, they're really going to put on a good match. So yeah, good match. You questioned the result. This is a very difficult one to say if it's right or wrong for Cesaro to have gotten the win. I don't know. I don't mind it. Personally, Cesaro getting the win is fine with me.
Yeah. I also was okay with Cesaro winning, but Daniel Bryan on the other hand.
But does it make sense from a weekly continuation from one week to the next? Does Cesaro winning here make sense in terms of what they've been doing over the past few weeks and what they will be doing in the next few weeks leading up to WrestleMania? I don't know. Only time will tell. But when somebody is on track to win the Royal Rumble match, they now correct me if I'm wrong here, but they tend to lose most of the matches they are in leading up to the Rumble match itself to put off this to sway off the viewers thinking that he's going to win it, but then he does. So Daniel Bryan losing here is just to build him up for that big shock win at the Rumble in Vince's eyes, I suppose.
I don't think that really makes sense.
I know it doesn't make sense, but that's what Vince tends to do. It's the same thing with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Anytime somebody holds it, they lose basically every match they have until they cash in, and then they get booked seriously sometimes. You know, it's basically the same thing there with this build up to the Rumble. It doesn't make any sense, but it's what they tend to do. Anyway, Otis. You said that this is the first time that you haven't liked Otis?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't liked Otis since the Christmas of 2019, being fucking way over a year ago now. I haven't liked Otis since around the time he was in that love storyline with Mandy Rose.
Well, I had sympathy for him. I just couldn't help it. No, absolutely not. I couldn't believe in that at all. It didn't make any sense to me. And also, I couldn't believe in him as a character because he was being portrayed as this stupid asshole. And also, like, he was in a movie where basically all he did was fart on a child's face. Oh my gosh.
Like, no. And then he won the fucking Money in the Bank briefcase all for nothing? No, Otis has been the shit all year last year. One of the no, Otis can be flushed down the toilet as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. So we have an interview with Kayla Braxton and Carmella with her male stooge Sommelier. I think that's his name.
Sommelier Reginald, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
And then Carmella's bragging about how she pinned Sasha Banks, who's the SmackDown Women's Champion, which Josh and I have a problem with, because champions, according to Josh Jenkins, shouldn't be losing.
What? They shouldn't be losing. What is the point of being a champion if you're able to lose a match that isn't for the championship that you're fuck off.
Yeah. Oh, I guess Carmella, she can do okay with the verbiage she's given. She's reciting scripted verbiage, and then I don't know, she was talking about miscellaneous stuff, and then Sasha Banks, champion, nails her and bows up to her stooge and announces that if the stooge has a match with Sasha Banks, which I don't like. I don't like that idea. It's stupid.
What match?
I don't know. Some intergender BS or something like that.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
If the Stooge has a match with Sasha Banks, Carmella will have another title match. I don't know if this makes any sense. I don't think it does.
No, it doesn't make any sense. No is the answer. No. Jesus.
And now this is so stupid. And we have
a guy beating the women's champion in order for a woman to challenge
No,
for the women's championship.
if the guy at least has a match. I don't know what exactly the stipulation is. I don't know. I don't care.
But look, my point is, a guy winning a match against the women's champion in order for another women's wrestler to get a shot at the championship. No, that is hell on earth. This.
And the fact that the only woman that they put against Sasha Banks is Carmella shows how dry the women's division is.
Yeah, and also, right, Carmella is called Carmelina to me, because she's basically doing a copy and paste from what Emelina was doing back in 2018. Yeah, so she's Carmelina to me.
The next match is Apollo Crews versus Sami Zayn. I just zoned out of this. I didn't fast forward because I think I was editing the notes, pasting it onto my notepad on the screen. We get shown an advertisement for Bayley's obstacle course challenge happening next week. I sent you the picture, and this is like so stupid. I got really hot when I saw that. Why? For what? This could end up being worse than Ladina Debonair. I don't know. Time will tell.
I'll tell you this, Kgabo, and this might actually shock you here. But in terms of Bianca Belair's character and what we've seen of her ever since she came to SmackDown all those months ago, we were being shown these vignettes and these videos about Bianca winning these races, Bianca lifting these weights the strongest. We've seen her be the fastest, the strongest, whatever else is. So in terms of in terms of Bianca's character and what she does and what we've seen from her, her challenging Bayley to a thing. I forgot what it is now. Are you gonna tell me?
What?
Oh, Jesus Christ! What are they doing next week?
The obstacle course challenge.
Okay, there we go. Right, yeah. So Bianca challenging Bayley to the obstacle course actually makes sense to Bianca's character, because that is what she's done. I mean, that is what she does, and that is what we've been shown of her doing with the vignettes and the videos. You know.
I'm scared to watch it because this could make me turn heel on Bayley, because I like Bayley.
But Bayley is supposed to be the heel, right?
Yeah.
So you've been seeing her as a face this entire time?
No, she's a heel.
So why are you just now saying, oh, if she does this next week, I'm going to turn heel on her?
No, what I mean by that, I'm not going to like her anymore, because, if she does anything really stupid next week or this coming Friday.
Yeah,
Actually,
but this is shit down. So of course they're going to do something stupid next week.
yeah. I'm
I
still.
mean, there's a reason why I call it shit down instead of smackdown. I mean, come on now.
Jeez. I'm still worried about the bug. Skitty might turn up somewhere, and I might not see him. Last week we didn't even have that many moments to share. Uh, the other time, when you got mad at the TNT Championship and you punched the wall, uh, and this moment will be of me fighting a bug hiding somewhere under my table.
And also my dent on my laptop. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is? Oh yeah, the main event now is the contract signing with Adam Pearce. I think this bug might have bit me and I never saw it. The contract signing with Adam Pearce and Roman Reigns, and I think, oh my gosh, where is he? Just come out so I can. And you're just drinking juice while my life is threatened by this bug.
Well, what am I supposed to do about it? I'm all the way in a different continent, Kgabo. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. And even if I was there, I wouldn't be in close contact with you anyway because of this situation that we are all in. I mean, there's nothing that I can do about it to save you here. Oh, is it a mosquito?
Yeah, I don't think it's a mosquito. It may be a beetle of some kind. Ugh.
Oh, okay.
It's quite big. It's like this big.
Okay. Well, don't say that name 3 times then. Just be safe.
Let me look one more time.
Okay. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually happening here. Kgabo is actually searching his room for this insect that he's scared to death of.
I think I may have found it.
Oh my god! This is ridiculous! What is going on right now?
It's just a thing. I thought this was it. But it's just a piece of hair. Let me just.
Okay. Okay. Where is David Attenborough when we need him, eh, folks? I mean, he would be doing some great narration here. As I was just saying, Kgabo, where is David Attenborough when we need him?
What's he gonna do?
Well, he's going to narrate the comedy situation that is unfolding here.
Anyway, maybe it'll turn up soon. And maybe the little crumb snatcher will turn up soon. I don't know where he is.
No, perfect. You know what it is? It's a firefly from the funhouse.
And maybe. If it was a firefly, I would have dealt with him already.
Oh my god. Well, I don't know what it is because I haven't seen it. I can't say what it is. So. But anyway, are we done with shit down now?
No, we still got the one more thing to review. And we've still got the 15 minutes or even less that I watched of Raw to review. So we have the contract signing with Adam Pearce and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, the Universal Championship, he came out with Paul Heyman and Jey Uso. And then Adam Pearce came out all by himself with the contract, actually. There's a table set up in the ring, like, one of those, it's not the wooden table that people get smashed through. It's like, I don't know, it's a white top table, like some kind of tile. And then Adam Pearce sits on an armchair set up next to the table. So it's going horizontally like this, and then so Adam Pearce is sitting on the left side, and Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman kindly ask him to get up off his seat so that Roman can sit on the vertical end, like at this end here, like a king, because he's the head of the table. And then Jey Uso yells at him to get his ass up off the seat, and then Roman sits on the vertical end like a king, because he's head of the table. And Roman Reigns tells Adam Pearce to sign it, the contract, and Paulie tries to embarrass him by saying, "You're not making for good TV." And if you're wondering why I refer to Paul Heyman as Paulie for short, because he used to be Paulie Dangerously in WCW, and that's why I'm calling him Paulie. So the two men signed the contract, and then Roman Reigns says that contract will be the last one that Adam Pearce signs. And Pearce grabs a mic and says that he's been waiting all night for Roman Reigns to sign the contract. Then Roman and his entourage have a confused look on their faces as Adam Pearce leaves the ring. He's limping. I don't know. Maybe is he selling the effects of last week's fiasco? I don't know. I barely watched this. And then he tried to cut a promo, but then his microphone was choppy. It was like, I can't be at Rumble. It was like just going mute at random parts of his speech, and I see why Vince was hot about that, and I'd love to see a video of him reacting to that. It's like, why is it not working? Yeah, whoever walk those mics, you're fired. And then he, from what I tried to hear, he's hurt and he can't compete, and then Kevin Owens will replace him at the Royal Rumble. And then that closes, and Roman Reigns is mad, and that closes SmackDown for the 15th of January. So what do you think about that segment? What do you think about this show overall? I'm gonna give wrestling a 6 at best. Logic, I don't know, 4 at best.
I don't really care about the rating, but the logic is basically at 0. What do I think about this segment? Well, fucking hell. Last week, and this is very, very important that I say this. Last week, Adam Pearce, who isn't even a fucking official wrestler in the company, by the way, right? He won the gauntlet match, the #1 contenders gauntlet match to face Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view for the Universal Championship, right? And then this week comes along, and it makes everything they did last week, which, by the way, didn't even make any fucking sense at all. And anyway, right? So everything that happened last week now was all for nothing, as if it never even happened, because Adam Pearce has now decided, said, hand over his win to Kevin Owens. And now we're getting a fucking last man standing match between Kevin and Roman at Royal Rumble for the Universal Championship again. Even though we've already had the TLC match, the Steel Cage match, and now they want to fucking extend it with a. Oh Jesus Christ! So, what's up with this? Is that it doesn't make any sense? Kevin Owens should not be challenging Roman again. He should not be the opponent. Adam Pearce never should have been in that gauntlet last week. That gauntlet match never even should have happened last week. Bullshit is the word for it. No, a better word for it. Shit down, because that is what this show is. Anyway, let's just fucking Raw. Just
yeah. We had Raw in the same location as SmackDown, but except a different show and a different date, the 18th of January, Monday night. And I also tried to watch this live. So it's Raw time. 3 a.m. in the morning. Randy Orton was cutting a promo in a Destroyer mask, which now that I look back at it is hilarious. Let me actually show you a picture.
A better way to do that, Kgabo, instead of showing it on your phone, is to just edit in the picture here. On the podcast. Just put the picture here. Or you can just ignore me and carry on doing what you're doing on your phone. Either way will do, I suppose.
Look. It's so... it looks ridiculous.
You remember when he had those night vision goggles?
Oh well, I saw it, but I didn't really. I'd heard of it. I saw pictures of it, but I didn't see the segment.
Well, good. It's a good thing that you didn't see it.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Well.
Anyway.
Well,
Randy's.
You know me, so maybe I would have been really mad if I did see it.
Yeah. So Randy's wearing this mask now to actually sell the damage from the
Fireball.
the fireball last week from that thing of a person. Yeah, so he's actually selling. He's actually wearing a mask to actually fucking tell the audience.
Yes.
My face got burnt last week. See?
Yes, that's good. It's good that he's selling, but it was still ridiculous. So Randy Orton was cutting a promo in a mask selling the effects of a fireball that Alexa Bliss threw at him the previous week. And again, the college-educated comedy writers just love this. And I posted a rant on JD's Discord. I took a peek back there, but then I left again because there was just nothing going on. You, Relsuck, and probably many level-headed people despise this storyline with every fiber of our being. This stunk. This whole Fiend Randy Orton stuff is ridiculous. It doesn't make sense. It makes me not like the Fiend any more than I ever did like him. Yeah. And
also, Alexa Bliss, right? I'm still confused as to how it makes any fucking sense at all for her to be aligned with the Fiend to begin with. I mean, she had nothing to do with the Fiend against whatever his actual fucking name is now. Jesus Christ. She had nothing to do. That pisshead had nothing to do with Bray Wyatt against Braun Strowman. She had nothing. Yes, I'm getting pissed at this. This doesn't make any sense. Like, she had nothing to do with what they were doing, and yet she got inserted randomly for no reason.
Hold on, calm down. You'll get yourself cancelled at this point.
And cancel culture. Yeah, fuck off. Yeah, and now she's playing fucking Sister Abigail or fucking. Oh, for
apparently,
God.
the Fiend has possessed her, and now she's the Fiend.
What?
Yes, I saw a highlight video on YouTube.
Even caught my fucking elbow there. Jesus. This doesn't make any sense.
People praise this.
Why?
Why? This is the best that Alexa Bliss has done in a whole. Oh my gosh. Yes, my thoughts exactly.
The best thing she's ever done is actually look quite attractive. Everything else is fuck all, nothing there.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about this. we see a video package of the tensions between Charlotte Flair, her dad Ric Flair, and Lacey Evans. And Lacey Evans cut a promo about bullshit that nobody cares about, and she's got her arms around Ric Flair, and where's that? You see this? No, I don't care. I'm not even talking about this. We are done. No more. We're definitely not watching Raw next week. Well, I'll try to watch SmackDown, but Raw can, as you say, Raw can fuck off.
Woo!
Hold on.
My God! He is giving the curb stomp to that trash can. Wait, what? No, that's not a trash can. What the fuck am I saying? No. My God! He's giving the curb stomp to that drink can. Got it right the second time there, folks. What?
Here, my glasses.
Oh.
Yeah.
You just missed my impersonation of Jim Ross. My God! He's just hit the curb stomp on that drink can. Anyway, this episode has been fucking
Get in there,
bonkers
Lewis.
today.
Get in there, Lewis. In the trash where you belong. You know, that's an actual quote. He's Lewis Hamilton, his team. When he won this one race, he was like, "Get in there, Lewis." And now I'm here saying, "Get in there, Lewis, in the trash where you belong."
Just like Charlotte. Whoa.
You know, they ought to be a couple. Two egomaniacs who win everything and don't care to put anybody else over. That would be the best couple ever. And they're both pretty much the same age.
I was just about to fucking scream then about Asuka. And do you remember when fucking Charlotte beat Asuka at WrestleMania 34? All for nothing.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I hadn't seen it.
Oh my God. Anyway.
That's at least what I tried to watch of Raw, but that one thing just turned me off the whole program, and I'm not watching it again. That's gonna do it for this episode of Wrestling and Logic. And if you enjoyed it, you can hit the like button, or if you're listening to this on a podcast, an audio platform, which the audio versions of these shows will actually be coming out. Should be coming out this week. Josh has got that covered, hasn't he?
I've already done it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I will link you them afterwards.
All right.
And also, before we actually close out here, I would just like to say that this has got to be the most randomest episode we've ever done yet.
Yeah, it's the craziest episode we've ever done.
Jesus. This is probably the most weirdest one at the same time.
My t-shirt is more entertaining than Raw was on Monday.
Absolutely, yes.
So,
the shit I'm going to produce in that toilet sometime later today is more raw than fucking Raw is.
yeah. And we will see you in the next episode, if there is a next episode. Hopefully I don't get fucking bitten by that bug and have to go to the hospital from that venomous bite he's gonna give me tonight. But if I survive, I will see you next week. But until then, if there is, until then, this is Carbonator and Josh Jenkins possibly signing out for the last time. Goodbye.